guys, and welcome to the Isolation Station podcast. A little bit of quarantine content to occupy your ears. We're your hosts, Nikhil and Jack. Nikhil?
Yo, what's good?
Today, we're joined by another guest. He's another friend of ours, and I can't properly say his name without bursting into tears.
Hey.
It's Jack Line.
Just hear his voice. It's Jack Line.
Hi.
Alright, so before we get started, you can find us on Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, and soon on Apple Music. And if you are on YouTube, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss one of our great podcasts. Also, if you're on Spotify, make sure you give us a follow. And yeah,
Isolation Station is now the top result on Spotify.
Exactly.
It is.
So-
It's also the top result on YouTube, which really just goes to show that
yeah, one
nobody
day on.
wants this name. Nobody wants this face. That's how dead
Yeah,
it is.
so
Right, today's topic. It's a topic that's close to heart, I think, especially for Nikhil. Nikhil, this is probably half the reason we started this. You sat there talking about this for half an hour and said, yeah, this ought to be a podcast. So we're talking about Avatar.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. This is not the one. With
Not the one by
people.
David Cameron.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. So well,
That was-
if you didn't watch this as a child, then what were you really doing? All right.
Well, yeah, because I know that Jonah, he's a war criminal.
Yeah.
He's a war criminal, and we know him, and he's Jonah, and he hadn't watched it.
Yeah, and
So-
he still hasn't watched it. We told him to
Still
watch
hasn't
it.
watched
He's like finished the first season, but he's still going through, even in lockdown, which I think is just disgraceful.
It's probably the root of his homeopathic tendencies.
Yeah, exactly. I must have watched this about 30 times through.
30 times. That's a bit, bit excessive.
My last watching was probably when they added it to Netflix. I hate it. Never tapped
Yeah,
into
no.
something so quick in my life.
Honestly,
I just checked the runtime and it's 1,400 minutes long. So that's quite a lot for Jonah to get through.
Yeah. Well, you could probably
he's
do it
getting
in
through
a
all of
week.
Doctor Who at the moment. So
I did it in a week.
a week, Jesus. I mean,
Not really, it's really
It
not that hard.
it took me the entire time to paint and redecorate my entire room to rewatch it, and I still have about 3 episodes left at the end.
Yeah. Well, for the people that don't know, should we give them a brief summary of what it is?
You have prepared a brief summary.
Gorgeous.
I know you want
Yeah.
to say it,
So there's 4 nations: Earth, Fire, Water, and Air.
like in
They
real life.
yes, they lived in harmony. Then everything changed during the Fire Nation attack.
This is just the intro.
There's one immortal being called the Avatar who can master every single one of the elements, and he was the only one that could stop them. So before the Fire Nation attack, they killed the current Avatar at the time, and they knew that the new Avatar would be born into the Air Nation. So they wiped out every single Air nomad except the one they were looking for, the Avatar. The Avatar managed to escape and sort of went into a suspended animation for 100 years. And
He
then,
got
Sort of went
frozen
into an
like
high school.
Captain America.
yeah,
like
he was
Captain
literally
America.
Captain America, frozen for 100 years. And then 2 of the
That
main
makes-
characters,
That makes Upper Bucky.
100 years after the war started, so 100. That's why it's called the 100-Year War. They found him and basically brought him back to life, and then the rest of the 3 seasons just following them trying to stop the Fire Nation and kill the Fire Lord. Obviously, he hasn't learned the 4 elements. He only knows air. So that's why book 1 is called Water, because he's learning water. Book 2 is called Earth. That's when he learns Earth. And book 3, when he learns Fire and eventually takes out the Fire Lord. Spoiler alert.
Oh, you had to go ruin it.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I feel like they've had enough time to watch it if they haven't
Exactly.
already.
Well, it came out in
Yeah, I mean,
2005. You've had about 15 years now.
Yeah,
Plus,
get
this
over it.
podcast has been going on for like 4 minutes now, so if you hadn't stopped and been
Yeah.
like, yo, gotta go
Whoa.
watch this first.
Yeah, so
But, I mean, this
I
is-
just want to start off asking you guys what your favorite characters are in the franchise. If you had to pick one as your favorite character
Ooh.
in the whole franchise, this is.
What, as in like a silly one or a serious
No,
one?
just
'Cause
your favorite
I've got
character.
both.
We can do both. We can do your favorite character. Like,
My favourite character, probably Zuko.
yeah, that's probably
Yeah,
mine
he's
too.
pretty
I really like his arc and the character
Yeah.
he becomes, and his hairstyle.
Yeah,
Just pretty much all of his hairstyles. They're my
He's
favorite.
probably got one of the best arcs, redemption arcs at least, in just entire history of.
Genuinely, I think Kylo Ren was trying to copy him. It didn't turn out well.
Yeah.
Swallow Ren.
Jack, what's yours? Jack Lyons'
I mean,
character?
it's gonna get
I've got a
confusing.
couple. I mean, like King Boomy, he's only in like 4 episodes.
Yeah,
He's just such a badass.
yeah.
He's such
I
a
like
character.
I like Tenzin, if I'm being honest, from Korra.
Yeah, Tenzin. Oh yeah, Tenzin. He's the father figure we all need.
Yeah, he's
Wait,
probably
you didn't say I
he's
had to
probably
watch
my favorite.
Korra. I haven't seen Korra.
What do you mean you
You
haven't seen
haven't?
Korra?
Oh,
I haven't seen Legend Korra. Korra, whatever.
skip season 2. It's not worth it.
Just do the other 3.
Yeah. Do you know what I
Nice.
don't get? Why are they called books? Because I've never read it.
Just because.
It's because the cabbage guy, right? He writes it all down. He makes it
Yeah.
into a play
What?
in the 3rd season. Remember?
Oh,
Makes it
I
into a
think
play.
I think it's trying to like. I think isn't that what they learn from like bending books? I know those are scrolls, aren't they?
Yeah, they don't even have books because they
That's
use
actually a good
scrolls.
question. Why are they called books? I guess it sounds a
Oh.
bit. I guess it sounds a bit better than like.
gotta search it up.
Yeah, I mean, like if they just called it season 3, fine.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't be as
Book
good.
book 3 fire sounds pretty sick, and book sounds pretty cool in general.
Book it. What we've decided so far is book is a good word, so that's
Yeah.
good. Better than
So,
season.
okay,
It
so-
literally is just, it refers to like each book takes its name from one of the elements that Aang must learn, and he like apparently learns them from books. I don't know.
Maybe that's
Well, they went to that library, didn't
wider
they?
reading
But that
they
was
need to
one
do.
episode.
Yeah. So your favorite characters, Jack, is Zuko. Mine's Tenzin. Jack
Yours
Lyons.
is Tenzin.
It's either King Boomy or I don't know. Toph's also
Toph's
pretty
pretty
sick.
Fair enough. Okay, then I'll ask you what your favorite episode / scene / moment in.
What about art? No, that's too big. Moment. Oh god,
Scene,
just so
episode,
many.
moment, whatever it is.
there was more than 3 of them, so it's a bit hard to remember. Oh god.
Okay, what would you say is the best episode in the original series?
What is it? It's the one with where Iroh sings about his dead son.
Tales of
leaves from the
Barsing
Bar-
Say.
That's a sick episode.
That hits different. When
This
he
is where
finally-
grown men cry.
Yeah,
Wait, which one was that one?
that's
I don't know.
when. That's when they like follow each one of the characters like different like situation in Ba Sing Se, and then they go to Iroh, who's like doing a little funeral for it. Not a funeral, but like it's like the anniversary of his son's death.
How on earth do you remember that? That's
You
insane.
just got to be a true fan, you know.
Exactly.
There's
He's like
a
sitting
lot of-
under. He's sitting like under like a tree. He's got a picture of his son, and he's just like singing and just crying, and then we're all just cheering up, and it's just.
But it's like that episode, like it started off with like Appa being lost in Ba Sing Se because he'd been like abducted or something.
He got kidnapped by the
Yeah,
sandbenders.
and then they sold him off. No, he escaped and then he was captured, wasn't he? Yeah,
think
because
so,
Aang
yeah.
managed to track down the sandbenders, and then
Yeah, and then Appa is a very. He's probably one of the main
he's
characters.
an underrated character.
He really is.
He's the
Actually-
cement. He holds the gang together.
Yeah,
Like without Upper, it would just all fall apart.
yeah, exactly. They
And
wouldn't have been able to
Momo
kill the
actually,
Wild.
Momo probably more so. Momo more so.
Yeah, I guess.
Just keeps them together. Actually, you know what? That's just reminded me. I think of it wasn't the library episode that was my favorite. I think it was the
One
spirit,
Shitan's library.
the spirit realm one where Aang goes. This is the first time when you get to see the spirits. Because they come across the forest that's been completely devastated by the war.
Oh, by the panda.
Yeah, with the panda. I don't know
Oh,
why
yeah.
I remember that one so well, but it was just my favorite one.
Heibai,
I
or
guess.
something like that. I think it's Heibai.
Yeah, I guess it was just because it was the first one where you get introduced to Roku and
Yeah.
the spirit realm, and you're like, this is bigger than it looks.
Exactly.
But
It's actually a very nice, like, world-building TV show.
especially when you consider that the entire series was based on a picture of a boy with a staff on top of a hill.
Exactly.
Did you know
I
that?
also
That's a
like
fun
how
fact.
they take like they use traditions from like loads of different cultures and loads of different like countries to like kind of make the whole series. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you can clearly see where the influences are in that it's a lot of Asian culture
Yeah.
stuff, and it's set in the past. It's sort of very early years, but it's clear to see that it's fiction and that they're having fun with it. It's not just this is history. We're going to stick to
Yeah.
it.
And each bending style is like a different type of martial art, and they had a special like martial artist to make sure everything was done correctly.
Oh yeah,
did
because they
they?
base
Oh.
each nation off of a different culture, don't they?
Yeah.
So like the water tribes are based off, I think, Inuits, isn't it?
Yeah.
Inuits. That's the
I don't know what the other ones are based
Yeah,
off of.
I think and the Fire Nation is based off of like Japanese culture, maybe. I don't know, but don't want to
Isn't it like
Japanese
mainland
culture.
China or something?
something
Oh.
like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think the Earth Kingdom is based off mainland China because they have all
Oh
the,
yeah.
like the forbidden, like all that, like palaces and all that stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah. So okay. So Jack said his favorite episode was Tales of Ba Sing Se, which I think is a very good episode.
I can't remember what I said mine was, but
I'd rather say
you're asking us these questions. You've clearly had time to think about this. What was your favorite character? What's your favorite
my
episode?
favorite character is Tenzin. My favorite episode would probably be
I already said
Zuko alone, maybe.
What happens in that
Zuko.
one again?
When he tells his uncle that he doesn't want to travel with him anymore and he needs to find his own path. Then he goes to like an
Which
Earth.
time? He does that like 3 times.
It's like he goes to like an Earth Kingdom village who's being raided by sort of pirates.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
It's
And
And
he's
then
on
they
his
find out that he's
He's on his
Fire
little
Kingdom.
what is it like animal?
He finds
called?
he finds a little kid and he gives him a knife.
Him. Yeah,
and then
exactly.
at the end of it, the kid like disowns him, and it's like heartbreaking.
Yeah, but you can
Oh.
see where it's coming from, can't you?
That's a brilliant episode. Oh,
That is a very good episode.
Yeah, I'll rate that. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
I mean,
Okay, so
it's-
what would you say is the order of the best seasons in? Obviously, Jack hasn't watched Legend of Korra, but in Avatar: Last Airbender, what would you say is the order and how good each season is? Like the best season to the worst season.
I'd say like the best season has to be. It's got to be season 4, just because it like the finale episodes are just they
they're out there.
Season
it's
4
like a
what?
is
Well,
it's
okay,
like
think
4
about it.
episodes.
There's only 3 seasons of the first one, so it's got to be Korra, hasn't it?
Oh wait, hang on, no crap.
Wait.
Yeah, there's only 3 seasons in the first one, isn't there?
Yes.
I was thinking 4 nations. Yeah. No, the last season of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Then.
Season 3, yeah, that's probably mine as well. Especially with the 4-part
Finale
Sojourn's Comet.
and the way that wrapped up nicely.
The
Like,
way
Then you get the last Agni Kai as well.
that is beautiful.
oh,
That in live action, which we'll get onto a bit later, would look insane if they pulled it off correctly.
Yeah, but
are they gonna?
yeah.
See, we'll have to see. I also liked obviously Aang versus Fire Lord Ozai. That was a pretty scene.
That was an
Oh,
epic
yeah.
fight. I don't
He goes
understand
into the
how
Avatar state and just goes ham.
he goes ham. He finds ham and he brings it.
Yeah. And then I'd probably say season. I think it goes 3, 2, 1 in order of
How good they are,
best to
really.
worst. Not that one is bad. It's still sick, but
I
Yeah,
think
because they're
it-
finding their feet, aren't they?
yeah.
I think genuinely just for setting stuff up, 1 should be second best and then 3 first. Because, I mean, going into it, it's so eloquently like and easily absorbs you. You just, as soon as you see it and you're into it. I don't know
The way I
if
look
season
at
2
it
drags
is-
as much, but
Yeah.
like they spend a lot of time looking for upper.
Yeah, that did drag a bit, but I also think you could say season 3 dragged a bit when they had all those like going to the Fire
The
Nation,
filler episodes.
like the Painted Lady episode and all that.
I mean, you could say that, and like it has its flaw. Like, where did Katara find all the stuff to paint herself with, and then manage to like? There's a lot of holes
Exactly.
and stuff, but in the same way, it's just
It's a
those
kids' show,
need
and
to
we're
exist.
over analysing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a kids' show.
exactly. So that
From
just
Nickelodeon,
shows
it's a
how
kids'
good
show.
it is. That's how it shows how well made it is.
I mean, like, what other animated TV shows sort of compare. I mean, actually, Nickelodeon has really hit a stride in recent years with good animated shows. You'll find that adults everywhere just watch kids shows now because they just look into them. I haven't seen Gravity Falls, but I know that there's only 2 seasons of it, and everybody loves it.
It's on Disney Plus. I cannot wait.
Is actually I need to get that trial. I'm just waiting.
As soon as I finish the Clone Wars, I'm straight onto it.
When does the Clone Wars finish? Because I need to know so that I can time it right. Got to time it right.
Well, they're currently like releasing the last season like episode, like weekly episodes.
Yeah.
I'm only on like season 2 of rewatching it because Jesus,
been locked down.
a lot of episodes.
What's your excuse?
You got one? It's no good excuse actually.
Okay, anyway, what are we talking about? Best seasons, yeah. 3, 2, 1, is that the correct order, would you say, for the original trilogy?
The original trilogy. Yeah, sure, why not? I mean...
What about Legend of Korra? I'd probably say Season 3 Legend of Korra is a very solid season.
Season 3, let's just ignore Season 2. It doesn't actually
Season 2
exist.
doesn't need to be, yeah.
It was retconned.
Yeah, it was retconned by Nikhil.
By Nikhil.
Exactly.
Nikhil actually went up to Mr. Nickelodeon and he said, "Hey dude, what's going on here? Stop it.
Yeah.
We don't want any of this."
Season 1 was pretty good as well, with the guy that took away bending, I forgot his name.
I've forgotten his name too, which shows how good fans we are.
I think it's Amon.
We're the perfect people to be talking about this.
Yeah, Amon.
Amon, yeah.
Not
that was pretty good.
A woman.
How he was leading the non-bending revolution when he was a bloodbender himself.
Bloodbending's a nice concept. I did like the fact that pretty much every single nation not only could control their thing, but like a little extra bit. So
like
Earth, which could control metal
and lava.
And lava, yeah. And then
let's not forget Sparky Boom Boom Man.
Yeah,
Sparky Boom Boom Man.
Combustion bender.
Yeah.
Also, lightning bending comes under fire bending.
Fire bending, and then water. No, yeah.
Yeah, water bending.
Got that. The vines.
Blood bending. Swamp bending, is it? Swamp bending.
Swamp bending, something like that. Earth's got med. Wait, I've said that. I can't remember what the airbenders can do though.
I didn't really have one. I guess they
could just fly.
They could fly.
They decided, we're OP enough. Come at us, or something like that.
They are proven to be.
Yeah, they had nothing. They were kind of overlooked.
They had I guess you could make tornadoes and stuff.
Yeah,
but they didn't really have.
Besides, I guess maybe they could make waves by just forcing wind, and then there'd be half airbending, half waterbending. That's a really dumb suggestion, but
they could do spiritual projection, couldn't they?
Oh yeah, that is true.
Was that airbending?
They were so spiritual that everyone born into the Air Nation were every single one.
Everyone born into the Air Nation just had weird arrow tattoos. Just instantly.
Not everyone. That's when you master airbending.
They just happened.
When you master airbending, you get given your tattoos.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sick tattoos.
Yeah, that's why Aang had his tattoos, but he was the youngest airbending master of all time.
Imagine, I've spent years of my life training for this. Now I'm gonna colour myself blue a little bit. And
trying to get the actual Avatar movie.
Oh dear, let's not.
Oh, have we got to talk about that now?
I've got that planned for a bit later. But if we move on slightly.
Move on. Okay.
So they made the original TV show back in 2005. But
15 years ago.
Yeah, 15 years. The anniversary was just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw on the Twitter.
Yeah,
on the Twitter.
They cancelled season 4, which season 3 ended with Zuko going to Ozai at the end, going, "Where is my mother?" Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was saying.
Wait, did they go back to that? Did they go back to that in Korra?
No,
Nope.
they went into it. There's a whole comic book called The Search that explains everything basically.
That comic book is whack. I saw a YouTube video about it.
Yeah, I don't read them, but I watched the YouTube video. I think it's something like she got banished. She goes back to hometown, and
she was brainwashed, wasn't she? By Ozai.
I think it was Ko the Face Stealer, the spirit.
Oh, that guy.
He, I think, wiped her memory or something like that.
Oh, is that?
That guy
And
was terrifying as a child.
yeah, I don't know how they let that person in.
Yeah, that was not an episode I enjoyed as a kid.
Yeah, so because she was supposed to marry this guy before Ozai, because she's the granddaughter of Roku. So
Is she?
yes,
Is that established in the actual thing?
that's established. Yeah,
Oh,
Iroh literally tells. There's a whole episode about it. Fire
oh
Lord,
yeah, no, because
the Fire Lord and the Avatar, I think it's
they
called.
were mateys, and then Roku goes off to his own island, and then Fire Lord comes.
What happens is Sozin wants to invade the world, basically, like they do eventually.
As you do,
But
yeah.
obviously, Roku's Avatar, so he can't let that happen. So that's how. So Roku goes off to learn the four elements, while Sozin becomes Fire Lord.
Oh, and then he starts getting stronger and stronger and builds up his empire. Oh, that was it, yeah.
Yeah, and then when Sozin kind of took over an Earth Kingdom colony, and when Roku found out after coming back from his training, he like basically attacked him. They had a fight. Then I think Roku got banished from the Fire Nation.
Oh,
And then eventually Sozin kills Roku.
Wasn't that on like an active volcano? This show is mental.
Yeah, they were no because Roku went to his home island, which volcano. The volcano just erupted, and then he basically was just trying to fight it with the Avatar state with all the elements, but then he couldn't. Then Sozin comes and is like, "You need help, old friend," and then kind of stabs him in the
yeah,
back.
he leaves him to die.
Yeah.
He, like they get the people off the island, like his wife and
Yeah,
that lot.
so
and then
knowing that without the Avatar, he can invade the rest.
doesn't he come in on a dragon as well?
Yeah, there were the
Yeah.
people that
The show.
seemed to, other than Zuko and Korra, those are the only two people that I think had a dragon.
I just searched up a picture of that Ko the Face Stealer, and oh my god,
I know.
Yeah,
that is nightmare fuel.
Have you seen the live action version of it?
there's a live action version.
Someone like a fan art of the live action
I
version.
don't want to see it. I'm looking it
Terrifying.
up.
I am looking it up because that is. Let's
Yeah,
go.
but anyway, they cancelled season 4, which I think would have been pretty cool to see.
I don't know. That would have felt like it was because they've completed what they set out to do. There was no major threat.
I'm actually happy with the 3 seasons as they are. Perfect. I think there's no point of adding to it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like once you've got your show to a natural end, that's when you need to finish it.
Perfect 3 seasons. All 3 are perfect.
That's another reason why Gravity Falls was doing so well, was because it was all planned out. That's the reason why say Mr. Robot did so well. God, I love that show.
Because they had a clear
still need to watch
strategy.
that.
It was just
You need to watch it.
Getting out the ice, mastering the 3 elements, defeating the Fire Lord before Sozin's Comet or during Sozin's Comet. But they had that from the very beginning, and they just worked towards it, and it came out pretty well.
Yeah, and I think they nailed it.
Yeah,
I don't see how they could have done a better job.
Yeah, they cancelled season 4 for the live action movie, which
That was a mistake.
It was very, very, very bad. It's probably the worst movie I've ever. If I'm being.
Is that the reason
honest.
they cancelled it, because they were like, oh no, we've got M Night on this, so he's gonna nail it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He makes one good movie out of every 10 he makes, so we thought maybe we'll take a shot.
Like, he's on his 8th movie in a bad streak. I mean, maybe he hits his one early.
Yeah, maybe. So he cancelled season 4 for the movie, which in theory would have been a good idea, taking it to the big screen. But
It's a
at the same time,
4.1 out of 10.
It's a 4.1 out of 10. And on top of that, like,
I think it got 5%
that really alienates the kid audience, because it's a much more stern and not childish movie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There were some bits I did like about the movie, like the music.
The music was good. Yeah.
But other than
They
that,
had a fairly on-point cultural cast, I think, didn't they?
I think so.
No, I don't think they did. I think they had.
Oh wait, no, I've just seen it. Oh god, they did whitewash it.
Did they?
Yeah,
okay, never mind.
They made the whole Fire Nation like Indian, which I'm a fan of, to be fair, but I don't think that's what it should have been.
No, because the Fire Nation I checked, it's based off of Japanese, and like the Airbenders should have been Tibetan, but no, it's just some white kid.
To be fair, he looked the part. If I'm being completely honest, he did look like Aang.
Yeah, they just got to
just
paint
such a
an
bad
arrow on his head.
The arrow was
None of it. It all looked really real, but it didn't feel real.
It's because they
the way
spent
were acting.
$150 million on this dollars on this movie. You wouldn't expect that scene with the 3 Earthbenders or the 6 Earthbenders moving one small
rock.
And then like the whole movie culminated in like what was it, Uncle Iroh being able to like conjure fire by himself, and it was like, no,
he's bending out of nothing.
Well,
that's how it is.
That's how it is in the show.
And then Zuko's scar wasn't even a scar. Let's be honest; it was just a small mark.
He was paper shredding. He was shredding documents for his dad, and he accidentally got a little cut.
Yeah, but I did like Dev Patel as Zuko. I think he's played it.
Dev Patel was
maybe the only good part of the movie.
What's Dev Patel done?
He tried his best.
Dev Patel did Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah, he literally came off Slumdog Millionaire. He came out.
He was in Chappie as well.
Like at the top of, and then just got plunged into the depths of despair with this
Chappie
awful movie.
You guys remember Chappie? It's like Ted. It's like Ted for robots and wrestling, and like I don't know. I can't remember what Chappie was like actually. I might be confusing it with Real Steel or something like that. Oh god, it just wasn't.
So they cancelled season 4 for the movie, but then they continued the story in the comic books, which I thought was alright. I didn't read them, but I think
the actual books though.
When you're a kid, you just don't.
Yeah, exactly. So,
like, I liked it, but I never went out and said, "Oh, let's go see the expanded world stuff," because that's not what you want. If it's not a part of the real thing, you're just gonna watch SpongeBob. Exactly.
And then after the movie, they're like, okay, anime and made Korra, which I think was that 2012, 2013. They made Korra.
2012 came out in 2012.
Yeah,
and they did 2 seasons a year, which is quite good going. Except when it's season 2, apparently.
It's because the seasons were a lot shorter. They were, I think, the 12 or 13 episodes per season instead of 21 or something that the original one had. So that's probably why they did 2 a year.
Yeah, and I guess.
So after Korra, they're now after Korra, we didn't really have any new content.
Yeah, that ended in 2014, and we haven't had anything for 6 years.
We haven't had anything other than the comic books. So then, I think September 2018, they announced they're remaking it. Netflix is remaking it, live action remake of the original show, which I was very excited for. And I was skeptical, but I was quite excited for it because new Avatar content, we haven't seen any of that.
And it's mad.
It's mad.
Exactly.
I'm a little bit. It's worrying though, because Netflix had this like streak of doing animes. I don't know if you remember, they've done Bleach, they've done Fullmetal Alchemist, and most notably Death Note, which everybody hated.
Everybody hated
so all
bad.
3 of those.
Have you watched Dragon Prince?
Maybe a little bit.
It's made from the same people that made Avatar. Apparently, it's sick. I haven't watched it.
Is it live action, or is it?
It's not. It's anime.
It's anime. Is there a live action Netflix adaptation?
I don't think so. I think it's still going for the anime. Like still making the anime.
Yeah, well, give it 6 years after the data's ended. Then we'll see. Then we'll see who's the real.
Okay, so what are your initial impressions of this new Netflix adaptation, live action? Obviously, we've had the previous live action adaptation, which didn't go well.
We don't talk about that.
Well, I think it's good that they're using they're doing this as a TV show, as seasons, not just a movie. The original movie had to fit a whole 23 episodes into one movie, which was like an hour and a half.
2 hours.
I think it was like an hour and a half or something. Which
and they just rushed it massively.
Went very bad. So I think what I think is pretty good about this new show, they can probably go into more detail, which we didn't get to see in the original show. Explain things that were left unexplained.
They've got the original creators. Cool for it, which is quite
Brian
nice.
Brian and Mike.
My guys.
They were on the original movie as well, but they kind of just got kicked off halfway through because M. Night was just not having it. He wanted it his own way.
How do you
He
pronounce
opted
his
it a lot.
surname?
M Night
Shyamalan.
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 That went well.
Okay, I was gonna say
Shyamalan.
it, I can't.
This is the content. No,
Just call him Llama.
I'm really worried that because everyone knows the story of Avatar, they won't have any pressure to actually finish it. They won't try to make a full 3-season arc the way that the original did. It will be how much?
I don't
how
think
much
it'll
of
be
this
3
can we
seasons.
expand so that we can get as many seasons out of this as
Yeah,
possible?
it'll have to. I think it'll have to be 6 seasons, not 3, because typically Netflix live action shows are 13 episodes long at the most.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I know for a fact they're not going to try and condense it, do any condensation or whatever.
But on top of that, each episode's probably going to be like an hour long.
Yeah, that is true.
The 21 minutes that the usual one were.
Yeah, that is true. So
And
yeah,
that's
maybe they could do 3 seasons.
But I mean, I understand why you'd want to do that, but that's not what
Because-
Netflix wants to do. They want to
Yeah,
their
Make
money.
money.
They want it. They could smell
because
it.
the
That's why
original
they bought it.
the original show has like really nice cut-off points in each season. So the first season can be split into like the winter solstice, and then the finale, the Siege of the North. That could be,
Yeah.
and then the second has the library, One Shiton's library, and then the season finale of like was it the fight at Ba Sing Se?
I think so. The one
And
with the
then
drill.
season 3, you could have Day of Black Sun cut off and split into seasons like that. You know what I mean? So season 1 of the new live action could
Yeah,
end
I remember
with
last
the
time I was
solstice.
rewatching Avatar, that was something that really surprised me, was that I got to points in the story and that wasn't the end of the season.
Yeah,
They just kept going.
yeah.
Even though like that would have been shown one after the other, I think.
Mm.
I'm not actually too sure. But there you go.
Yeah, so because the production of this show actually got delayed like a lot already.
It's just in
Because-
development hell.
Yeah, it got announced in September 2018, and they still haven't started shooting. They've done like loads of test shots and all that, but yeah, the production's been delayed really badly, and now COVID
Corona.
even further. Like let's say about 2-3 weeks ago, if you went onto Netflix and just typed in Last Airbender, it would come up saying 2020 release date. But I went on it this morning, and if you go on Netflix, type in Last Airbender, it doesn't say release date. It's still there, but it doesn't say release date.
Let's have a look.
Online it says that the production was definitely due to start in 2020. So
Yeah, it literally said release
It's-
date 2020. I have a screenshot on my phone. It said 2020 release date. But now if you look it up, it doesn't say any release date. It's just got the picture.
I can just imagine one of those themes. So it's
Just says
just
it
like
exists.
I'm imagining
Yeah, it says
those.
the title will appear in your
Hey,
list when it becomes available. Because I put it, it remind me. So I reckon it'll come out end of next year, end of 2021.
really? I think it'll be mid 2021 at most.
I don't know.
Because, like,
because-
If it's due
Coronavirus
to
will have
start-
set it back as well.
Exactly. I think if there was no coronavirus, it would have come mid.
No, but all the pre-production, it can happen. It doesn't really need people on set to do that. You can.
That is true.
Yeah,
what
The
you
guys
need
can
to
still do the
is,
casting. They can still look like who to cast.
they can refine the scripts, and like the only real thing you need a whole bunch of software for or
Yeah.
resources is like set design and costumes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is something that, I mean, like even the actors, they can practice their lines at home if they have the lines and
Exactly. Yeah.
stuff.
So, but
I mean,
the
that's not
actual
how-
production, like filming and shooting, that's going to be pushed back until whenever this coronavirus situation is over.
But I mean, that's happening everywhere with everything.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just imagining one of those work at home memes with the firebender and he's just trying to light candles with his hands.
Yeah. All right. I think it's time to give a shout out to the sponsor today.
Yeah.
Jack, when you talking
Oh.
about your Joy-Cons this morning?
What? The fact that
Well,
I
that
can't
was-
get them now because they've sold out everywhere.
Yeah, because of coronavirus.
So that now they're like 90 quid.
Yeah, that's bad. But however,
We can fix this.
we can fix this. Today's episode of the Isolation Station is brought to you by Honey. Honey is a free browser add-on available on Google, Opera, Firefox, Safari. If it's a browser, it has Honey. Honey
It's
automatically
everywhere.
saves you money when you check out on sites like Amazon, and wherever you shop, it's a good chance that Honey can save you money. So on these Joy-Cons, maybe they've gone up in price, but if you use Honey, maybe it can bring it back down to the price you might be used to.
I doubt
So-
it. That'd be like £30 off. Honey's pretty awesome.
All you have to do is 2 clicks. You type in Honey, click it, download it, and it's on your browser. And
It's there.
whenever you're checking out at these, click on the little orange button that appears in the top right, and it will scan the entire internet, find the discount code that gets you the most off, and it'll save you money.
Wait, do you
Wow.
guys actually have Honey? Because
Yeah, I have Honey.
I mean, yeah, no, I use it.
yeah,
every
I
day
use Honey
because
every
it-
day.
I use it. There's literally no reason to not install Honey. It
to
takes
not
2
install-
clicks.
It's just
10
such an easy
million
thing.
people use it. 100,000
free.
5-star reviews. And but
They just
unless
want
you
to
hate
save you
money,
money.
unless you hate money, you shouldn't. You should install Honey. Do you hate money? You guys hate money?
A little
I don't
bit.
think. I don't
It's
think anyone hates.
capitalist propaganda,
Oh.
really.
I've literally just installed it. I hate myself.
Have you
Well,
actually-
there we go. There we go.
Well, you mean you didn't have
How
it
easy-
installed
Jack,
before
how easy was it?
this?
Jack, how easy was it?
Was it easy?
Well, I thought it was easy, but now I've got to like log in.
No.
no.
It's
You
fine.
installed
Oh
it.
yeah, it was well
It was
easy. Yeah.
Well
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
No,
Tell
you
you what though, we should have done this Honey sponsor on the bees topic.
Maybe we should have. Yes.
Yeah, we could have planned this out.
Anyway,
I don't
let's
think we have that
get
kind
back
of
to the topic at hand.
Foresight. What are we talking about now?
So
do you want-
we were,
oh,
we
okay.
were talking about the live-action TV show.
Oh, okay. We're still on that. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
What would you guys like to see in this live-action TV show, which would perhaps either build on top of the original show or fix the wrongs that the live-action movie made? What do you want to see from this live?
I want copious and nauseous amounts of CGI everywhere.
I would love just some massive ass action scenes that make me just pee myself with excitement.
Yeah,
Maybe Upper. Maybe Upper
I
needs
want-
to be a real buffalo.
the upper in the live-action show. I don't even know what.
I can't remember what he looked like.
He's
He
like some
was-
6-legged sky bison.
Like he isn't
No.
the real thing.
We were talking about the live-action show. What they
Oh,
made
the
out
live
of,
action.
like-
Let me have a look.
like
Live.
he. It looked like a little slug that was just flying around.
I'm gonna look it up now. Live action.
Oh
Upper.
my
with
god.
horns and an arrow.
Is that actually from it?
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Ugh.
Why would you?
Oh
want that?
no!
Oh
He
my
looks like a
God.
lemur.
Ugh.
The
They
sky.
should have swapped Upper and Momo around in the movie then maybe.
Oh, okay. You know what he looks like? Have you guys seen tardigrades?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I'll give you
that's what it
that.
looks like.
Literally, I looked up on Google Images Appa live action, and the one that's come up says The Last Airbender Appa, and then in brackets flying cow.
Oh, just- no, stop.
When I look up live action Upper, it comes up with baby strolls and
Oh, dear.
a whole bunch of pictures of policemen in zombie masks. So I don't know what Upper's been getting up to, but it's kind of weird.
I mean, if you did show that picture to someone who didn't know Avatar previously, they probably would say.
Oh,
with
that's
6
because you're
legs.
spelling it weirdly. You're spelling it UPPA. It's
I am.
APPA.
Oh no!
Dyslexic.
Shut up.
Oh my god. Okay, well, we can cut that if need be.
Let's just cut Jack.
Me personally, the only two I say this all the time, but I only want 2 casting choices in this movie. I want The Rock as the Boulder, and I want Jackie Chan as Cabbage Man. They could literally ruin everything else, but those 2 castings, if they happen, I really don't care how this show goes.
Oh, how
Imagine-
much
to
time do
be
you think they'll
fair.
spend on the Cabbage Man? I hope he gets an entire season. Like Netflix just delegates an entire spin-off
I feel like The
season.
Rock is born to play the Boulder. If you know, the Boulder always refers to
It's like third-person
Mm.
references.
The Rock always does that
Yeah,
too.
but it's not just that though, because the Rock is just a small boulder.
Exactly.
Do you get it? Because yeah, it's like stone. Is his son called
Yeah.
Pebble or something? I don't know. But like,
The Rock actually did nickname his son the Pebble. I saw an Instagram post about that.
Plus, I think The Rock is the correct skin complexion and the correct build to play the Boulder. I think it has to be done.
How do you
everything.
think they're going to do with the casting? Because
As long as they don't whitewash it, I don't care.
The casting,
don't want
they're
them
gonna
to
have to go
whitewash
to.
it.
They're gonna have to get a lot of Asian actors. But to be fair, there
Yeah.
are a lot of good Asian actors that know martial arts. But I guess if you're from Asia, you probably do know martial arts.
Yeah, there are a lot of Asians who can act. They just need to like actually get Netflix to not just go, let's cast. Oh, what's that guy? Noah Centino. He's in literally
every
every single
Oh,
Netflix.
actually, the first cast we
Oh.
know of for this live action show is, I don't know if you remember, but from the live action movie, when Zuko goes to the Fire Nation, he calls like a little boy to like explain the story of Prince Zuko. I don't know if you remember that.
I have
don't.
actually removed that from my head.
It was
on
Anyways,
purpose.
that kid,
Control
the actor that played that kid, said he's in this new thing, and everyone thinks he's going to play Jet.
Oh,
Oh.
Jet, what a guy.
He looks Jet, yeah, the poor guy.
Does he look like Jet?
He does. He said, I
Can you
know
imagine him with
what
straw in
I
his
know what I
mouth?
did to I know what I did in the live. I can never be forgiven, but I'll try my best in this new TV show to right my wrongs. And I was like, no, it wasn't really your fault. You're like 10 years old.
Did he even have a major role?
He literally just spoke for about 2 minutes about the story of.
Oh, brilliant.
And he went through like 3 psychiatrists after that because of the amount he
Yeah.
got teased at school.
Ruthlessly abused.
Yeah, so
all the
he's the first
bullies
casting
watch
member.
Avatar. It's because all the cool kids watch.
Yeah, so I
Alright.
think Rock as the Boulder and Jackie Chan as Cabbage Man only makes sense.
Jack, do you have any like preferred acting choices? Because I tried to think of actors, and I know no one beyond the people who have played the Doctor.
As much as I'd like to see Mark Hamill play Fire Lord Ozai, because his voice is Fire Lord.
Oh, his voice is
Oh
perfect.
my
for
God.
it.
He voices Fire Lord
that would be
Ozai
beautiful.
show,
That would be beautiful.
but he is literally a short white man with old and got. He's not made to play Fire Lord Ozai, but
No.
I want like maybe they can use his voice still. I don't know.
I just,
do you think?
I want Zuko's actor Dante Basco. I want his voice as well to play, or maybe he'll play Cabbage Man. That'd be pretty funny.
to be fair, if like he did it, what was the name of the guy who played Zuko in the first
Dante-
live action?
Dante.
No, in the live
Dev
action
Patel.
one. If he can like redeem himself and do it again, I wouldn't mind that
I wouldn't mind seeing Dev Patel as Zuko, to be honest.
because he is a good actor.
He is
But,
a solid
like-
actor, and he looks the part.
He'll just have to shave his.
Yeah,
Just do it
But then again, everyone in the UK is doing that right now, so
it's a
exactly.
new trend. If you're not shaving it, you're dyeing it, and if you're not dyeing it, then God
you're
help you.
perming it.
You're perming it.
Okay, before we move on, what would your main concerns be with the remake this in live action?
That they whitewash it.
Is that, yeah, that's fair enough.
I think they're going to make it really tedious, and like there are certain things that Netflix does well with. I remember Daredevil being really, really character orientated, and yet still managed to keep the plot with Kingpin going, and it was really tense at every single point. That's not the sort of thing you want. You sort of want to be moving places, and it doesn't want to feel like it's a stationary thing.
Yeah, I just hope they kind of keep it child friendly. Like at the end of the day, it's a kid show. As much as
that'll be a lot of their audience.
yeah, it's like I don't just because it's going live action, I don't want it to get rude.
Like
Yeah,
Aang
but
just suddenly becomes a heroin addict or something just for the plot.
He literally just goes around killing Fire Nation people, just choking them to death.
Public executions
Just
and all that
literally
stuff.
just ripping them apart with airbending, or setting them on fire, something like that.
I mean, you
I also-
say that like the main people who are going to watch it are kids, but at the same time,
At the same time,
we've all grown up. It came out in 2005.
exactly.
And the most of
Let's
the people that watch My Little Pony are 30-year-old men, 40-year-old men.
Oh
Like,
god.
We've
Let's
got
say
to face
people.
facts here.
Let's say people.
That's where the money
let's
is.
say when it first came out. Let's say you're watching the original show. Now they're 30 years old, and I'm 100% sure they'll come back for the action.
I'm
they
down.
will.
Like
They
I would
will.
come back
There'll
if I
be
was
the people
30. I'd
who
come
pay
back
for
and watch it.
Netflix, and they'll be like,
Exactly.
"Oh, that's the reason I paid for Netflix."
Plus, I think what they need to do is make this like really mainstream, that a big story that everyone like both like families can watch. Like you know what I mean? Make it kind of mainstream. while sticking to the roots of the TV show. I think that's what they need to.
So to
focus
have
on.
like political, social commentary throughout the stuff.
No,
Oh, yeah, the original
I
show
just
did
want it to
that,
be like a
didn't it?
proper TV show that everyone can.
It's got to be
The original
timeless.
show went over like so many like adult concepts without
Yeah,
turning it into this
Diving.
like depression fest.
yeah.
I loved watching it. I feel like
I will literally
probably
happily just
grew me up
watch
a
it
bit.
again and again and again. There's just
It is
nothing wrong with
timeless,
it.
and it's a great example of what TV can and should be. Yeah.
I also think that the Netflix, this is going to need a lot of money and
Are
a lot of
Netflix willing
CGI.
to like?
Are they
Netflix
willing?
put out-
Because they need them. They need a lot of money to make the show because of the amount of like special effects and CGI that needs to go into it.
I think
Are
it's
Netflix willing
it's a
to pay?
known
I think they are.
IP, so I think they're
they
going to put in a lot more
I think
effort.
plus,
And they already
especially
put-
with the rise of Disney Plus, they're losing a lot of the rights to a lot of movies that, like, they're not going to have Star Wars or like Marvel movies on there, like in the near future, if Disney Plus just takes all of them. So I think this is like one of their last franchises they still have hold on. So I think they really need to push and fund it really well.
Yeah,
Keep
I
people
mean,
there.
a lot of what Netflix does is it makes okay TV shows and then just advertises them really well.
I think
So if we can make a good TV show and then advertise that quite well, then we'll be good. Because
The Witch is pretty good, isn't it?
Oh, The Witcher is sick. I watched that in
Is
a
that a
day.
Netflix original?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can do big CGI projects and big like fantasy projects like that and pull it off quite well. So I don't see why they can't do the same with Last Airbender. But Last Airbender requires a lot more.
care and love. Damn, if it doesn't
Just
have
a lot
love,
more,
I'm,
a lot more
I'm going down
effort.
to Netflix. An effort, yeah.
Like it's probably, if you think about it, it's probably the most like as a live action show, it's probably the most special effects and CGI might be needed. It's probably the most action. Like think about all the bending, all of the like animals and all of that stuff they have there.
I'm
It's
just
gonna
trying to
need a
think
lot
of.
of.
Oh, I love
Cool.
their crossbreed animals.
Yeah,
They were sick.
Yeah,
I want to see more of those, yeah. But like
Yeah.
really realistic ones. I want to see insects that are crossbred with dogs
Jesus.
everywhere. In the...
Jeez, well,
don't tell me you won't watch it.
Well, Cora had a polar bear dog. That was a bit.
Yeah.
It was epic.
Anyway, let's move on from TV show and talk about the
This is
the game.
dreams. The dreams.
I know Jack.
Okay.
I know Jack Howard is very excited about this.
I really like the look of this.
Okay, how
and-
about you go ahead and explain what
Okay.
Dreams
Yeah, because I
is
don't know
to
too
the
much
audience.
about this.
Okay, so basically, Avatar, it's had a couple games, most of them on the DS and the Wii and the PS2
Wait,
and all
did you
that
play
stuff.
did you play the one on the Wii?
Wouldn't surprise
I
me.
did, and it was just awful.
None of
carry
them
on.
have been good. None of them have been good. They've tried to be platformers and sort of shoot 'em ups, but they never master any of them. And the targeting systems, basically, they're rubbish. But there's this one guy online on Dreams. And he's got absolutely no gaming or coding experience, and he's just sat there
This one
24/7
guy is putting hours and hours and hours on this game.
each and every day, and he's just making the entire story. It's beautiful.
It
Like,
is
when you
very inspiring.
when you see it come together. Dreams is this. It's like a game engine, but it's like a game that's a game engine. You
Yeah.
can make whatever you like in it, whether it be art or music or video games or animations. You
Yeah.
can just make it. You can sculpt stuff, get it to move. You can rig it, and it's beautiful. And this guy, it's lovingly crafted, and I
This
just
guy
oh
is
my
going
God.
in. He deserves something.
IGN has already put
If you
out
type in Dreams, was it Avatar?
yeah, like it's the first biggest project that's come out of this, and it's
Yeah,
professional stuff.
creating my own Avatar game, 200 plus hours of development, and he just goes.
I mean,
in.
I'm looking at his like development playlist. He has 90 episodes, and like each episode's over half an hour long. So he's not only like making a game, he's making videos with it.
This guy's a beast. Like,
And like originally, he was doing this in between times because Dreams has only been out for like a month or so. It hasn't been out too long. He had the early access, and he was like, "I'm going to make a game. It's going to be simple. He's got a
getting
real
any-
job. He's going to do this in
getting
his
funding or
off
anything?
time. And then he got a Patreon. He got a following. IGN made a video about it, and he's doing this 24/7 now, and it's just incredible. And he's probably on quarantine, so there's no excuse for it not to be
This
done
guy
next
is
week.
an absolute. He's an absolute machine.
And I think the best thing about it is because it's on Dreams, it's on
Yeah.
that platform where loads of people can play it. They can contribute bugs, and they can even like develop, as in like sculpt assets for the person to then use in their game. It
Yeah.
saves a whole bunch of time, and it's a really big collaborative effort. And it's just a testament to how good this show
I'm just
is.
looking at
It's
gameplay
just-
now, and it's absolutely mental.
Exactly.
This guy
Just
has
One guy
no
produced
code.
this.
It's only
no
early
coding
development as well.
experience.
Imagine if it had a big funding, like a big company, corporations behind it. It could have been. I think Avatar could be a very nice, like open world, just like a sort of like a GTA style game.
GTA style.
Not GTA.
I
obviously.
thought you didn't want this.
Obviously not
really
GTA, but that
adult
kind of like free world, just roam, just go around the four nations. I think that'd be sick.
We're
I mean,
anxious
it kind of highlights just how disappointing some like recent release games are.
Yeah.
Like Fallout 76 was garbage, and that was
What was
produced by an
that?
entire team.
What was the EA one that just came out?
Anthem.
Anthem. Anybody
That's now
remember
being
that?
sold for £3. It's so bad.
Came out like within the last 6 months. Absolutely hyped up and nothing.
Yeah.
So bad.
Imagine having like an Avatar game where you have your story, you could do like all the fighting, all the bending, then you can also just free roam the earth on like your bison, go to the four nations, just do missions.
Yeah, it's
I think
pretty
that'd
much
be sick.
a set deal because everyone knows the story. It's a beloved story, and clearly the mechanics of it are working, and it looks fun.
And I think if this new live action remake takes off and does well, I think that can open a lot of doors for like video game companies to get behind that and maybe make more anime.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think anything else has come of any Netflix show. I can't remember the last time someone said, "God, I really wish there was an Altered Carbon video game that I could just play all the
Yeah,
time."
but Altered Carbon is new. This is a established franchise which already
Altered Carbon is a
already
comic
has-
book series.
Yeah, I know,
It's
but
been
this
around
is
for years.
yeah, but as a TV show,
Yeah, sure.
this is like been around for ages. It's established.
It has, and I guess that's slightly worried that they're just going to pile onto a legacy that's already sort of been.
It could just turn
Decrepit.
into like a
This
fan
This can't be bad. If this is bad, I don't know what's left for the franchise.
Well, I don't think there is anything left for the franchise. They maybe continue with the series, like do 5 years more
This
in the
needs to be
series.
good, or else I don't know what's going to happen to the franchise.
I'll just end it.
Yeah.
Just end it.
Well, have
I
you
suppose.
have you watched Real Anime? They've made the live action version of. They do loads of live action remakes of like, but they've made a live action remake of the final Agni Kai between Zuko and Azula. They've been hyping it up for like I've been following it for about 2 years, but then apparently they paid a company. They just took all their money and ran, so they got delayed and stuff. Finally released it. They finally released, and then everyone's like, they had all the trailers and stuff, and everyone in the comment section was like, "Oh, this is sick! Oh, if only the live action movie did this! Oh, this is so much better than live action movie." But I was just there like, it just really doesn't look that good. If I'm being completely honest.
I mean, I'm just looking at the teaser trailer now. It
No,
looks garbage.
Watch the whole thing. It's out. Just scroll. Just type in
Where's the whole thing?
reanime, and it's the first one that comes up. Just you don't have to watch it, but just watch the
Reanimate. Oh, it came out 5 days ago.
Yeah, it was quite recent to be fair, and it's just like I'm sorry, as much as I like want to say it's sick and this is what the live action, but it's just awful.
I mean,
It's not awful. That's what I mean.
It's not
the best.
great.
Like,
but
imagine if the new live action remake was something like that. I would be.
It's very clearly just been
disappointed.
filmed in like California or something.
Exactly. It's really not the best.
I think fan made stuff is always hit and miss. Have you guys seen the Obi-Wan fight that a fan remade.
Oh, what, the one on Mustafar?
No, the one on the Death Star. Where it's old Obi-Wan
yes,
and
I
they
did see that.
deepfaked Alec Guinness's face onto some actor.
Just Alec Guinness's memory is just being defiled by deepfakes.
There's the fact that he's doing like all these flips and stuff, and it's like it's disconcerting, and it takes you out of it a little bit. But it's probably what you would have expected from Obi-Wan, like as a character.
There's actually a really cool one I saw. It's like the original fight on those two. They just remade it, but I don't even know how to explain it. But it's like I just don't even. They're properly fighting. There's no like bad.
I think we're talking about the exact same thing here.
Yeah, but the issue is it's like Alec Guinness is an old man.
You would have never been able to do that.
He's an old ass man.
The person playing Darth Vader probably wouldn't have been able to do that.
Darth Vader was like 2 kicks away from dying immediately. He was on life support for like 40 years, and they're just like, nah.
Sheer
It wasn't for the Force, he would have died ages ago.
Oh man. But yeah, no, that's what I mean. You can give fans all this stuff to do. A different example would be the Vader, the Vader stories that Star Wars Theory was coming out with.
I am not aware of this.
I've watched all of them. Star Wars 3, the YouTube channel, yeah.
Yeah, and they're quite good. They're very well made, but it wouldn't have fit with the story. I don't think.
I might have seen this actually.
I don't think it would have worked as well as the stuff that George Lucas put in did.
Yeah,
George Lucas, what a babe.
What a beast. So,
that's why you've got to have like the overhead, the person saying, "Yeah, well,
Jack,
no, yeah, no."
How far are we into? How far are we
in? We're doing about 56 minutes. I think that's probably good.
Should we call it a wrap there?
I really hope that when I was on a website looking up some quality information, that the ads weren't playing music.
Oh, I didn't hear anything come through.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I'm talking to you through my phone, not through the computer. So, we'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Ads mute themselves. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
Right, well, I think that's a good place to stop. We got through today.
Yeah. You're going to do the outro?
Movie, the remake, the original show,
Dreams.
stuff we want to see in the future.
Dreams.
Well, yeah, that's we'll wrap it up there. Jack, thanks for coming out.
No problem. I enjoyed it.
And if you are watching this on YouTube, again, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're on Spotify, just follow us. And yeah, this by the time you're watching this, it will probably be Monday. Is that right, Jack?
Oh my God, yes. It's going to be Monday. Yeah.
On Monday, yeah, 6 p.m. on Monday. And the next one, what's the next topic?
Next topic, I think it's going to be Marvel and DC. I think we're going to try and get
so if you are into superheroes or all that Marvel, DC, movies, TV shows, comics, all that stuff, we'll be live 6 p.m. on, will that be Wednesday?
Tuesday, even better.
Yeah, even better. We'll have another special guest. Name for now.
The most special person. He's dear to us.
Yeah, and
not that Jack isn't. Jack is.
Hurtful. I'm just gonna go. End
Jack
it.
is a different type of special.
So yeah, thanks for coming out. If you like it, if you liked what you heard today, I don't know, share, tell your friends.
If you couldn't relate to any of it, then cool.
If you haven't watched Avatar: The Last Airbender,
you really just wasted an hour of your life.
Yeah. If you haven't watched Last Airbender, go watch it now.
Just no context.
Thank you for coming out, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, see ya. That's it.
That was a banger.